3 comma 2 is reflected in x-axis as p dash, and a minus 2 comma minus 3 is reflected in the x-axis as a dash. Find coordinates of p dash and a dash. Those who can type, you can type the answer. What will be the coordinates of p dash and what will be the coordinates of a dash? Wherein what I gave you is p3 comma 2 and a is minus 2 comma minus 3. For both of them, x-axis is the mirror. Arnav says minus 3 comma minus 2 is p dash. Abscissa remains same. Ordinate sign.
Sir, coordinates of p dash will be 3 comma minus 2, and coordinates of a dash will be minus 2 comma 3.
Ordinate changes the sign, so a dash should be minus 2 comma 3. Arnav. Minus plus 3, correct. Yeah, Milan trying to say something? Okay.
I haven't
What happens if, yeah, Alelia.
Alicia.
Yeah.
I haven't understood what the x-axis is and what the y-axis is. As in, I know the x-axis is the horizontal line and the y-axis is the vertical one, but I don't know how to reflect on the x-axis or how to reflect on the y-axis.
This is a mirror. It's like what I'm saying, Alelia, is imagine you kept a mirror on the floor. See, don't worry about horizontal and all. It's just an imagination. I agree, all your visible mirrors at home would be vertical, standing up straight. Imagine you, for a moment, you kept the mirror on the floor and you are holding, say, an apple in your hand and kept it above the mirror, which is lying on the floor. Now, where is the mirror? Is it not horizontal mirror now? Once you make it sleep on the floor, it's a horizontal mirror. And here, you are holding an apple, A for apple. Mirror still has its own properties and it will execute whether it's standing or sleeping. So where will be the image going now? The image will coming to this side. What will be the properties? The distance of the apple from the mirror should be same as the distance of the apple's image from the mirror. So if this is 5 units, this also should be 5 units. For my question here, the apple name is 3, 2. That means this height is 2 units. So what should be this depth? Should also be 2 units only. If depth is 2 units and this line which I am drawing, A dash, is parallel to y-axis. Y-axis is somewhere here. This line is parallel to y-axis. If the line is parallel to y-axis, we already have seen the properties in the last class. The abscissa remains same. So A dash will have the same abscissa 3. Now what will be the ordinate? If the height is 2 units, the depth is also 2 units only. Depth is downwards, so the image name is 3 comma minus 2. Is the idea now clear to you, Alelia?
Yeah, it's clear, and my name's Alicia with the F.
Alelia, right?
The F.
Oh, yes, Alicia. Okay, got it, yes. Got it. Yeah, I prefer calling you by Karani. It's more easy to pronounce and.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, thank you. So is the idea clear to all? Sahas, Milan, those who joined a little late in the middle of the discussion. How does the reflection work? Clear? Right. Now imagine, before I go to the next slide, I'll do the basic idea on this slide only. I have a mirror which is as usual. It's a vertical mirror. And I have a point here P 3, 2. Now it's a standing mirror only. Don't look at the curvature, it's a straight line only. Now where will be the image going on? It will be coming towards this side. So this is my P dash. Now this is my x-axis. What is the original meaning of the point P3, 2? This height is going to be 2 units and this length from y-axis should be 3 units. Now look at the diagram and tell me how will be the point P dash now, image. The property says this distance also must be 3 units and this height, which should be same as that of this height, should also be units. So now what should be the name of this point P dash now? If y-axis is the mirror, what should be the coordinates of P dash now?
-3, -2.
-3, 2.
Should be -3, 2. Now what do you observe here? Abscissa changes the sign. Previously it was 3. Now it became -3. What happened to ordinate? If I look at this line P, this is a line which is parallel to my x-axis. So ordinates of P and P dash should remain same. Check it up. Both of them has the same coordinate, 2 and 2. So with respect to x-axis, abscissa is remaining same. Ordinate is changing the sign. With y-axis, exactly the reverse thing happens. Now the ordinate remains the same, but abscissa changes. That's what is my next property. Point Px, y has its image P dash with x dash. That means abscissa has changed the sign, whereas the ordinate remains same when reflected in y-axis. Can you mark down? Write down the property. Second property.